From humble beginnings to a thriving community, today 273 people call the Leamington Mennonite Home complex their home. Supported by the dedicated care of over 200 staff, our home is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. It's where seniors enjoy everything from independent and supportive living to long-term care, all within an environment rooted in compassion and shaped by our rich Mennonite heritage. Our residents live in a variety of settings: life-lease townhouses, apartments, geared to income housing, retirement home, and our long-term care facility. No matter where they live, they're part of one community, our community. What makes this possible? It's our foundation, the 8 local Mennonite churches that not only provide financial support, but whose members give of their time and hearts to volunteer, ensuring our residents are seen, heard, and valued every day. Guided by our board of directors and supported by committed members from each of our founding churches, we remain a nonprofit organization with a mission that has endured for 6 decades and will continue far beyond. Tonight, we don't just look back, we look forward with gratitude, with purpose, and with joy. Happy 60th anniversary to the Leamington Mennonite Home, where faith, care, and community come together to create something truly extraordinary. It all began with a vision, long before it was common. In the early 1960s, a few forward-thinking members of Leamington United Mennonite Church saw something others didn't. 2 acres of land were purchased from Harold Danforth, not just to build a structure, but to create a home, a place where seniors could be supported physically, emotionally, and spiritually, surrounded by their faith community. What was visionary then has become vital now. On March 10, 1965, the vision became reality. The original 44-bed Leamington Mennonite Home opened its doors at a cost of $291,000. It was a humble beginning, but it marked the start of a growing commitment to senior care in our community. The 70s were a decade of rapid expansion as a new addition with 28 beds was added to the home, expanding our capacity for care. But it didn't stop there. The Homeview apartments were built to offer affordable, low rental housing, and in 1979, the Pickwick apartments were completed, adding 36 1- and 2-bedroom units designed for independent living. Each step reflected our mission to meet seniors where they are and to grow with them. The 1980s marked a new chapter as the Leamington Mennonite Home continued to evolve. So did its foundation. By this time, 4 churches, Leamington United Mennonite Church, North Leamington United Mennonite Church, Faith, and Harrow, had come together to support the home, strengthening its mission through shared vision and commitment. This decade saw more than just structural change. It sparked bold development. Additional expansions were made to the existing home to accommodate growing needs, and a new idea took root: life-lease townhouses, offering seniors a new way to age in place. Construction began along Pickwick Street, laying the groundwork for a more diversified model of senior living. Then, in 1988, the supporting churches made another visionary decision: to build a life-lease apartment complex on the northwest corner of Pickwick. The result was the Heritage Gardens building, completed in April 1992 at a cost of $3.7 million, a testament to faith-driven investment in the future. In 2002, we began construction on our new long-term care facility, designed to provide specialized care for 84 residents. Completed in 2005 at a cost of $9.5 million, this project was made possible in large part by our generous supporting churches and community, who raised 1/3 of the total cost. Just a year later, in October 2006, we celebrated another milestone. the redevelopment of our retirement home. The original 82-bed facility was thoughtfully transformed into a 44-bed home for seniors, with the addition of 4 respite beds and a beautifully reconfigured dining space that became the J.C. Newfield Place of Fellowship, a warm and welcoming hub for gathering and connection. At the same time, our chapel was rebuilt and dedicated, reaffirming our spiritual foundation. And as our campus grew, so did our community. During this period, 4 more churches joined our mission: Old Colony Mennonite Church, Meadowbrook Church, EMMC Church, now Deer Run Church, and Windsor Mennonite Fellowship, bringing new energy and deeper ties across our faith-based network. A vision completed and a new chapter on the horizon. Between 2016 and 2018, the final phase of townhouse development was completed with the construction of 11 additional townhomes along the north end of Pickwick Drive. And now our attention turns back to where it all began, with plans to replace our aging retirement home. This will be our next major step, and one that honors both our history and our future. We have so much to celebrate. For 60 years, the Leamington Mennonite Home has provided more than housing. It has provided a home, a place of compassion, care, safety, and dignity for hundreds of seniors. We are deeply grateful to those visionaries who first dreamed of what could be, to those who carried the vision forward, brick by brick, decision by decision, to a community of supporters who have shared their resources, time, and unwavering commitment, to our dedicated staff and tireless volunteers, past and present, who serve with heart each and every single day. We are committed to creating a future where seniors continue to live with peace of mind, surrounded by support, and held in a community that sees them, values them, and walks with them every step of the way. Here's to the next 60 years, built on faith, sustained by love, and always focused on home.
We're very grateful for this community, for the vision that our forefathers had to build it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And just very friendly, very welcoming.
Mm-hmm. I agree, yes.
From the time you walk in the front door where you are, or others that you meet. I might say one other thing that happened. I guess I knew it happened, but I had never seen it. I happened to come in to get the meals just as the funeral directors were taking someone who passed away out, and the entire staff was lined up in the hallway, and I just walked out of there and thought, whoa, how often do you see something like that in other places?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was, including the doctor and the nurse who, it was just, I don't know, I just found that almost overwhelming to see that.
It's been 9 years in July the 1st that Mary Lou and I have been living at 24 Pickwick Drive, and it's been an amazing 9 years. I came partially under duress. I was not wanting to move that quickly from the farm after 75 years and where I was born and raised. However, we made the transition, and we certainly are happy, and I am certainly happy that we are here at this point.
3 years ago, I ended up in the hospital and lapsed into a coma. Nothing seemed to be causing this, but eventually I was diagnosed with hypercapnia, or CO2 retention. They didn't know if they could treat it, and the diagnosis given to the family, if I recovered, would include long-term care or death. Well, here I am. I'm pleased that it was the alternate. Someone asked me soon after I came into this facility, how do you like it? I replied, what's not to like? I get my meals, my laundry done, my room cleaned, and my beds ordered and counted.
Very friendly people, Some of them don't get out of their rooms very much. We have exercise classes here 3 times a week, which is very good. You have to keep moving or your balance goes.
The biggest impression I have is everything comes so easy living here. It's like you don't have to extend yourself to see results in your life. For example, to get anything, or to find an answer, or to receive some subtle help. It's just there when you ask for it. People are friendly, people are welcoming. It's a totally different environment than the outside world, which takes some getting used to.
We moved here a year and a half ago, and we have enjoyed it very much ever since. My husband says he's very grateful for feeling so safe and that he doesn't have to cut the grass or do any of those kinds of things or worry about the roof needing new shingles. So that was a big plus for us because we were living in a very old house already. So it was a good change, and we've enjoyed every minute that we've been here.
I think what makes this place special for us is that we are all in the same boat. We've all lost our independence, some more and some less. We all have the same aches and pains that we compare every morning. But most of all, I feel safe. Someone looks out for me.
I think the community as a whole, we're looking after each other. If some of us want to go away for a weekend or a week or a month or wherever, they can do that without fear of something happening to their place, because the neighbors, we have many eyes watching over us and taking care of us. So that's really a big benefit.
And I think everybody seems to be on the same page, right? We tend to come from similar backgrounds. You're not going to have any loud parties in the neighborhood. It's just a really neat place. I should maybe say that a few years before we moved here, I said nobody would find me ever on this street. And here we are and quite enjoying it.
You meet a lot of people who have different experiences in life than you do. So there's a wealth of knowledge to draw from, and you learn from that. Every day you learn.
You're at home, and it's your space, and no one comes in unless you invite them. I think they'd feel very safe. That's overwhelming.
I would say to get involved with whatever you're comfortable with. We enjoy going to the exercise class 3 times a week.
Get to know others. Yep. Stop and have conversations.
Yeah, and if you have an appointment at the home, make sure you leave 15 minutes early, because you're going to have to visit with all these people that you meet along the way.
I used the home device 4 weeks ago when I had an episode at 11 o'clock at night, and there was immediately someone at the door looking after my needs. And that is unmeasurable, and it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful feeling.
Chaplaincy is a hard job done properly. And I believe that the work is really more than one person can handle here. Annalise is creative and is relating well to the residents, and she is doing a good job. I appreciate everything she does for us.
I just feel like I can approach anyone and ask for help on any issue, be it my mother or my aunt, and I get help.
Well, I think something we hadn't counted on, we were here less than a year when Ruth got very sick, ended up in ICU, and would have needed 2 extra weeks of hospital care. And then we realized that we would get nurses monitoring her from here. We saved ourselves 2 weeks of hospital care, and it was very, very comforting.
Everybody who was hired stayed. It's not like the workforce today, where, a lot of The younger ones are here for 5 years tops, and then they move on. When I started, it was, you're here for the long haul. So 28 years is a long haul.
Yeah, no, I wish this would be my first job. I wish I would have started here years ago.
It's not necessarily like about any one big moment, but it's more about like the small things that staff do for the residents, right? Like the warm greetings or getting to know their preferences so that they can make sure they're meeting their needs the best way that they can. Or just like giving them like a pat on the back or a warm hug when they're feeling kind of low or just need a little bit of comfort or encouragement. So that's really nice to see how the staff try to make the residents a priority and get to know them so that they can make sure they're doing their best to make this feel like their home and comfortable and meet their needs.
I'm very, very grateful to be here. I love my job. I love the people. I never thought that I would love elderly people as much as I do. I just love them.
I have come to understand the importance of being present for the residents. Certainly all residents, but especially for those that lack family support. So one of the residents I work with doesn't have any family close by, and over time I have become a consistent and trusted presence for him in his life. So he will often seek me out throughout the week to talk about what's going on in his day or to vent his frustrations. I have advocated for him for his needs, have accompanied him to various appointments, and I do things for him like help him purchase his lotto tickets, which has become a weekly ritual that brings him a lot of joy and a sense of normalcy. So I am so glad that I can offer support for him on a day-to-day basis because he really doesn't have anybody else that can do that for him. So
Pretty much the primary thing here. Yes. Do we take care of them? Yes. Do we give them the food that they need? Yes. But if you can't go out there and just have a conversation with these guys, they need that. Some of them don't have family. So we are their family. And I've got too many stories to count, but Johanna just was it. She could not remember my first name. So she called me by my last name, which is Augustine, and she loves her milk. So when she had to go to the hospital, she wanted milk. They gave it to her, and she said it wasn't Augustine milk. She wanted Augustine milk. And family just didn't have any idea what Augustine milk was. But as soon as a friend of mine told me this story that Johanna had told her, it made me chuckle because she was so sweet. So Johanna was one of the ladies that really, right here,